Today's episode of the Fan Feed Network podcast is brought to you by Bonnier Jewelry.
Caleb, what's good, my friend?
I don't know, man. I'm feeling weird. It's a weird day so far.
Yeah?
But I'm excited to be here. Excited to be working with you today because
Yeah.
dude, Cam's old news. Let's be honest.
Dude, he's old news. I had to go for somebody younger, still a Barton, but somebody who's got the looks and the talent. Yeah.
Let's be honest. Like, that guy just doesn't have ball knowledge whatsoever.
Yeah. Maybe that's where he should stay. No. Cam, I know you're probably listening. Just hoping you're doing well in Mexico, man. We're here to break down just kind of everything we've seen in week 8. Kind of a crazy week so far. Looks like the Broncos about to smash the Cowboys finally. I actually picked the Cowboys to win on Thursday. I just thought their offense was going to be crazy, but yeah, I'm watching Bo Nix right now score. RJ Harvey, you got him on your fantasy league, right? That's his.
Oh Lord, I'm behind now. That's crazy.
Let's go, baby. RJ Harvey.
That's his third one today, isn't it?
Man, cool.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So this is cool because you and I haven't been on a pod, just the two of us. I don't think ever before, just the two of us. But yeah, it's exciting, man. Anything stick out to you today that was just kind of mind blowing?
Obviously, Cam Scatterbo, America's sweetheart.
Yeah.
That was heartbreaking. I mean, you could just see it in the players' faces. Jackson Dart, even like they all look like close to tears.
Yeah.
And it just goes to show like the impact he has on the team,
Yeah.
And the morale he brings and the energy he brings. So that really stunk to see. But before we get into it, I just got to say, man, if you heard me trash talking Bo Nix at the Broncos in the past, like shows or anything, man, like I didn't want to.
Yeah.
Cam said they were docking my pay if I did. So I did what I had to do to feed the kids. You know what I mean?
That's what it is. Yeah. You're just doing it for the content. You don't actually believe, Bo Nix is having a sophomore slump.
I love Bo. I love Bo. He's top five for sure.
Yeah.
And you were at the game last Sunday.
I was at the game last Sunday. Yeah.
Man.
I was going to comment on your chain because they gave me one that's a little bit nicer than yours.
Oh, Lord.
Dude, it's crazy.
Come on, dude. You make me look broke over here.
Anyways, gosh. I wore this last week too. And I Cam on the podcast too. Dude, it's so cool. So cool. Broncos are putting something together, man. They look good. They look really good. And I'm pretty excited about where they're headed. But yeah, a lot of big things. Obviously, Cam Scatterbo, that sucks, dude. He's such a I don't think there's anybody in the league who doesn't like Cam Scatterbo. It doesn't matter, if you're in division or not. He's just such a good, fun running back to watch. I mean, he just the aggression he plays with, it's like every time he lowers his head, you're like, man, he's asking for CTE right now. But
absolutely.
But it's fun during it, for everybody watching. My goodness. Obviously the thumbnail, I don't know if you've seen it, Caleb, but I want to talk a little bit about Jonathan Taylor. My gosh, just moving to another powerhouse running back. Do you think he should be in line for Offensive Player of the Year? And if not, like, let me know the alternatives that you think should be in that conversation.
I think he's working his way there. I'm going to say not just yet.
Okay.
I don't know, man. I'm actually kind of torn. I think he honestly should be. I haven't watched a lot of Colts games this year. All I see after is the box score, and it's just Jonathan Taylor over 150 yards and a gazillion touchdowns.
Yeah. Well, he's already got like 10 touchdowns this year. He's like closing in on 700 yards. I think he's right there, like right at 697 or something. And that's before this game. That's even before the game they're in now. And he's got like 200 yards today. Dude, it's stupid.
It's hard to think about what would the offense look like without him. And that's what I'm trying to think about right now is if they did not have Jonathan Taylor, they'd be running DJ Giddens, I think, the rookie, who's not horrible, hasn't looked horrible. Daniel Jones is playing great. Everyone's playing well. But you know what? Now thinking about it, I think that would take a lot of firepower from the offense if Jonathan Taylor were to go out and not play. And I think he's a difference maker. So
And that's a really good point. Like, think about the rest of the teams in the NFL. And if you guys watching, if you guys have any suggestions for, offensive player of the year other than Jonathan Taylor, like I want to hear what your thoughts are. But yeah, to your point, Caleb, like think about any other offensive player. And if you take them away from their team, who has what team is going to have the largest deficit, from their
right.
And you can think about, obviously like maybe the Buffalo Bills, and you can think about, Kansas City Chiefs, like taking away their quarterbacks, right? Obviously that makes a difference. But I mean, when you're talking about skill position players, I think about Jonathan Taylor, and I don't know if there's one single other skill position player that if you took them from the team, they would suffer as much as the Indianapolis Colts would.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. And it's so crazy. It's a player like Taylor. The other guy I'm thinking about is Christian McCaffrey. But there's two sides to Christian McCaffrey. I mean, this dude is a receiver. Like, he is a through and through receiver. If you didn't ever hand him the ball ever again and just lined him up in the slot, I think he'd be just fine. Jonathan Taylor works in the receiving game. But every time they play, like, the other team knows it's coming and they still can't do anything about it.
Exactly.
That's the crazy part. You look at Jamar Chase. You know the ball's going to Jamar Chase, yet he's still getting over 10 catches a game. And that's how you tell, great from good, and how they are difference makers. So, honestly, I retracted. I think he should be in the runnings for.
Let's go. I'm a big JT guy. Cam said Jonathan Taylor sucks, but he's not here to defend himself. So
I was so down on the Indianapolis Colts offense as a whole at the beginning of the year when
same.
AR was the starter.
Yep.
And then when it did Danny Dimes, I was like, okay, they get a boost probably. Everyone gets a little bit of boost, I think, because Danny Dimes isn't horrible, but he can get the ball to the playmakers.
Yeah.
But
any
never.
Colts fans that are watching, I do want to say that I'm sorry, because at the beginning of before week 1, I said the Colts are going to be the worst team in the league. I said that. You can go back and watch it. And I just wanted to give a fat apology because, man, the Colts look good. They look so
man.
Good.
They look so good, dude. I know it's the Titans today, but it's, oh my gosh, it's insane.
Yeah, but they do that to every team. Like, that's the thing. It doesn't matter if it's the Titans or not. And yes, they've played the Titans twice now, and they've, Titans run to a buzzsaw when they meet the Colts. But I mean, I feel like they're putting up 30 to 40 points on everybody quietly. Yeah. Like, everybody looks at, everybody looks at the Cowboys and they're like, wow, like, what a great offense. But I feel like nobody's really talking about the Colts, and they just deserve their flowers, man. Like, obviously they're top of the AFC right now, but holy cow, it's just, I'm blown away. Every week I'm like, is this the week they come crashing down? Is this the week they come crashing down? And they know, and that is how you win in this league, is you just stay consistent, and they look so good. So, hats off to you guys, man.
Absolutely. It's exciting to be a Colts fan today.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that what you are? You're your lifelong Colts fan now?
I might have to pull it out, man. Yeah. I don't know. I might have to just make a switch.
Cam hopped in internationally just to say, hi guys, Riley Moss sucks. Okay. Let's let's switch really quick. What do you think about Riley Moss?
I mean, dude, I can't really give you a good analysis breakdown because I haven't watched a lot of them, but
so it's better than Cam.
It's it seems to me that teams like attacking him more so, and I mean, it kind of just goes to show that he's the weaker link on the defense.
This is crazy. Because we just brought up, and I just watched him give up a touchdown to Jalen Tolbert. I just watched that happen. Dude, that doesn't suck, man. It's just, he gets picked on a lot because he's like I was looking at my I was looking at my washing machine earlier today, and I saw Brilliant Whites on there, and I thought about, Cooper DeJean and Riley Moss. And, and anyways, yeah, people target him a lot because Pat obviously is on the other side. Pat Surtain is the other half of the field, so you have to.
Of course.
And then just statistically speaking, every cornerback in the NFL, even the greats, Champ Bailey, Darrelle Revis, all those guys are going to give up like 50% of the time. They're going to give up a catch like 50% of the time. That's just,
of course,
statistical. And coming into this game, I mean, I don't know what it is now, but coming into this game, Riley Moss had only given up like 44% of passes. Like 39 on Thursday. But yeah, So Caleb, I asked Caleb what he was smoking. I just got back from Denver, but he was the one who was smoking something before he said that. Riley Moss doesn't suck, Cam. I think you need to watch. You need to watch ball, man. Anyways, I digress.
Yeah, it's hard for me to hate on other corners when I watch Pittsburgh run with guys like Russ Cockrell.
Yeah.
And I don't even like thinking about it. Other corners that just would break my heart, and it's just like, why is this guy in the field? So
yeah,
I can't throw a whole lot of shade towards him.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
That was a touchdown. That's funny.
Yeah. We'll see if it's a touchdown. His foot's on that line, but his heel might have got down. We'll see.
Okay.
Yeah. What? Talk about a thriller this week, though. You know where this?
Jets and Bengals.
Jets and Bengals, my friend. My goodness. Holy cow. There's like over 70 points scored between the two of them. Incredible.
Dude, insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Broncos couldn't even put up that much against the Jets defense. So it's like, what's going on?
That's true.
I mean, to me.
Yeah. The Broncos couldn't do that against either of those teams.
I know. Golly.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing that sticks out to me, honestly, man, I hate to take anything from the Jets, but I think this just really goes to show how bad Cincinnati's defense really is.
Yeah.
It's not a secret. Like, we already knew this. I think you guys talked about it the other night. The Bengals defense is just in shambles, and anyone can tear them apart any given day. So that's what we saw here. Cool for the Jets to get their first win. I don't know if you saw after the game last week, the GM for New York was just casting a bunch of shade at Fields, man. He was defending the head coach and saying, like, how did he put it? I'm going to butcher it, but, I'm paraphrasing you, saying, like, how do you expect any coach to make any progress with a quarterback like Fields? You can't get nothing done. And it's like, wow, dude, like you guys were headstrong on going and getting this guy in the offseason, and now you want to turn on him. Like, that's a little cold.
I mean, it is cold. It's definitely harsh. But at the same time, I mean, you look at him today and you got to ask yourself, like, did that work? Does he just need tough love in order to really thrive? Like, maybe he just needs the pressure of, the brass on top of him, just to say something. And he looked like MVP out there today.
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, dude, what a game. Holy cow. I will say that Jose, I don't know if you're watching Jose. He's our writer for the Broncos beat over here at FanFeed.
Oh, yeah.
He actually called the Jets winning their first game. He called it today,
Did he really?
A couple hours before kickoff. He was like, yeah, like
Jose.
Yeah. Let's go, Jose.
Come on, baby.
This is for you. This one's for you,
all
buddy.
All around.
Yeah. So just really cool that he, we didn't pick that. Cam and I, we go through on Thursdays every game of the week, and we both were like, oh, easy. Like, it's easy Cincinnati win because, Uncle Joe Flacco, he's in the game, and he's just feeding Jamar and T. Higgins today got his own. T. Higgins had like a 44-yard touchdown.
He did. His one catch. One catch for 44 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase with 19 targets again. Gotta love it.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, dude. But it was super cool. Like, just super cool to like see a shootout like that. And you always kind of look for those really bad teams to go up against each other, just to see who would win. And what it would look like. Because sometimes it's shootout, sometimes it's like a 3-6 kind of game.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I think the last thing I'll say is, like, it was very impressive to see Justin Fields without the number one receiver, Garrett Wilson, throwing to guys like Alan Lazard. I think they've been running with was it Josh Reynolds? Mason Taylor, who's an upcoming tight end. He was good. But the main storyline for me was Breece Hall, man, 18 carries, 133 yards, 2 rushing touchdowns, and a sweet, sweet passing touchdown at the end of the game.
Yeah.
To seal the deal. Breece is still good. I remember, driving into work in the offseason, listening to you and Cam talk about the backfield of New York. And I would always agree with it. Breece is the best guy there.
Yeah.
Breeland's good. Obviously, he's out for his season, I believe, right?
Yeah, I think he's done for the season, if I recall correctly. Yeah.
His name is Isaiah Davis.
I don't know why Cam doesn't like him. I like Braylon Allen, and I thought, when he came in for Breece a couple years ago, I thought it was his rookie season. I thought he looked really good.
He did.
And I mean, that's, it's pretty limited on what we've seen from him, at least, the optics from somebody who's not a Jets fan necessarily. Right.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I guess, Jets fans will have to correct me if they think he sucks too, but I don't know. I think
No, he's a very hard runner. Me and Cam have this thing against one-dimensional running backs who can't be much of a threat in the backfield as a receiving back.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, Derrick Henry, I think he's incredible, but I think it's boring just watching him run the same thing all day long. But I love watching Christian McCaffrey, where they're getting the ball to him in so many different ways. So it's just preference. End of the day, it doesn't mean they're bad or good. It's just preference.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm speaking for Cam, but he'll probably say something else because he's hard-headed.
Speak for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But what was the next game that excited you? What stuck out to you?
Yeah, the Eagles Giants. I was kind of locked in on that one a little bit too. Just
okay.
This is a couple people in my close circle who I follow both of those teams, and I picked the Giants to sweep the Eagles. That was probably a stupid pick of me this week, because the Eagles look like they're back. They look like they are. It just looks like they're back to their Super Bowl team. They didn't have AJ Brown today, but man, they put up 38 points. Obviously, Cam Scatterbo going down, that kind of sealed the deal. It looked to me like that's when the Giants quit. Was right about that point. And not that they quit, but obviously, like, that's a big morale crusher, I would say. Right? I mean,
absolutely.
I don't know.
It's like in fantasy football, watching your first overall pick just go down with the ACL.
Yeah.
RIP, Malik Neighbors. And it's just like, what am I going to do? Obviously, it's horrible correlation to put fantasy football and real football together. But yeah, I mean, I think we already said it. Like, Scatterbo just brings such energy and passion to the team, man. And they all love him, just like Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, like, they look defeated. As soon as that happened.
Yep.
They just didn't look the same. So that definitely sunk to see. Especially because they were just running all over them. Saquon, 14 attempts, 150 yards, and Tank Bigsby, 9 attempts for 104 yards. And
that's crazy.
New York has a great front line. And I haven't seen anyone run on them like that this year.
Yeah, they were just deflated, man. And it's like you said, like, you can even see it on the players' faces. Like Jackson Dart, obviously, they give him a lot of screen time. But like the other, you can see the other players like in the background too. Like, everybody's just as depressed because they know what he means to that locker room. And it just really sucks. Luckily, what we're hearing is that it's a dislocated ankle. Luckily, I mean, it looks so bad. I mean, it's gruesome.
Oh, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it.
Usually they don't want to show it, if it's real gruesome.
It was funny because my father-in-law is a big Giants fan. He was texting me. He said they cut away, and he was watching the live broadcast or the local broadcast, whatever it was.
Okay.
I was watching it on Red Zone, and they just kept the camera like right on it the whole time. They replayed it like 6 times. I was like, "What are you doing? This is disgusting."
I was watching it too, and I looked at my wife. She's like, "Don't look at the TV. You're not gonna like it." Like, what are you talking about?
I told my wife to look at it, and she was like, "I'm not looking at that. What you just told me his foot was sideways. Why would I look up at that?" Disgusting. But praying for you, Scatterbo. Hopefully it's a quick recovery. Luckily, those kind of injuries, it's not as bad as like tearing something. Like, it's going to be sore. I mean, he's probably going to miss a lot of time, but I think he could probably still come back from it. I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not a huge health expert on the body.
Right.
Yeah. So I'm not a doctor.
I know.
Anyways, Bears and Ravens.
Oof.
That one?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it. Wow, what a strange game.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams, like, whenever Red Zone would cut to him, like, I was like, oh, he's making some good throws.
Yeah.
And it's like they would get like halfway down the field and then would just spin out. And everything would stop. It would end.
Yeah.
So very odd. I'm not really sure what was going on, if it was a Caleb Williams thing with his decision making is still very questionable to me.
Very questionable. Yeah.
It just looks like he's very just shaky and just wants to zing something in as soon as he sees it, or he waits too long and zings it in. It's something he shouldn't have zinged in.
Yep.
But even Cam, and we were talking about it last week, like when he's on the run, that dude puts so much heat behind the ball.
Yeah.
Have you seen him throw it?
Yeah, he's got an arm, dude.
He does. But yeah, the Ravens, it was cool to see them finally get a win because it's been depressing watching Baltimore lose. And I'm a Pittsburgh guy, like Ravens supposed to be like, arch nemesis.
Yeah.
But man, it's been bumming me out just watching them get their butts handed to them.
Well, and it kind of sucks. Like, it depends on who you ask, but like to see these juggernauts like fall so far, right? Like, and Cam, obviously another Steelers fan, from the very beginning of the season, he even said like that's my pick to win the division, right? Like he's just being very realistic about it, and he knows how good they can be, and especially with Lamar. But it really goes to show, how bad a team can look without their MVP level quarterback. Right.
Absolutely.
But today, I don't know. Today, I feel like you question more of the Bears than you do the Ravens, and how poor they're playing. But very interesting. All right, we got a couple games to get to in just a second here, but we just want to give you a quick word from our sponsor. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Oh, I guess not. That's okay. Ladies, we did the research for you. Fellas, pay attention. We've partnered up with Bonheure Jewelry. Bonheure is a celebrity favorite, eco-friendly jewelry company based in New York City. They're adored by stars such as Emma Watson, Gal Gadot, Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Bieber. Their designs have been featured in top publications including Vogue, Elle, V Magazine, and on major platforms. We love them. They have great pricing for luxury jewelry. It's something that you can start planning for before the holidays get here and get it early. Click on the link in our show notes below. You can sign up for 15% off your first order. When you support our partners, you support FanFeed Network. Check them out. Yeah, dude. So let's talk about the Bills Panthers really quick.
Okay.
I might have been pandering a little bit on Thursday. I also picked the Panthers to pull the upset. And mainly that's because Cam and I were talking about, we were questioning if the Bills were frauds or not. What do you think?
I was thinking the same thing. Obviously, today was a blowout, but I think you can thank James Cook for that because dude was just tearing it up.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about Josh Allen. He just looks very slow, and it looks like he's in some kind of slump. I don't know what's going on because we didn't see it the first two games of the season. Like when he came out and played against Baltimore, that's I feel like the last time I saw the OG Josh Allen. What we know Josh Allen is known for.
Yeah.
But he's just not getting the ball down the field. They're not converting. A lot of 3-and-outs. Just really weird stuff, man. And the Bills are just a weird team. It still always reminds me of the old New Orleans Drew Brees team where it was Drew Brees and then a bunch of just positional guys, no standout guys. Every single week it was a different receiver, who was the favorite. And that's kind of what we usually see with Josh Allen and his receiving core. But even today, the plays he made, it was, Khalil Shakir on a screen pass and he ran it 40, 50 yards. So I don't know what's going on with Josh Allen. Maybe he's playing down to competition the past couple of games. And obviously paid for it a couple weeks ago with the New England Patriots.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they do want to be a competing team, especially in playoffs, he's got to get it together, man. I've heard trade talks that they are looking for a receiver potentially. So maybe they're hoping to bring someone in to kind of shake things up, give him a more consistent guy. But honestly, Josh Allen is such a good quarterback, man. And he doesn't need incredible receivers if he's playing at the level we know he can play at.
Right.
So,
and those great quarterbacks, that's what they do, right? Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers in his prime, they turned no-name receivers into, stars, right?
Exactly.
That's what they can do. It's funny because on Thursday we also talked about, we talked about potential trade targets and who should be buyers, and that's the team I brought up immediately was the Buffalo Bills. They should go and get a receiver, just like you said. I actually said we talked about 3 receivers in particular: Jalen Waddle, Chris Olave, and Jacoby Myers. And I said I don't think Miami would trade Jalen Waddle in division, but I think they could go and make an offer for Chris Olave, and I think they need because Man, their schedule. Let me pull it up really quick. But they haven't beaten anyone that's like really really good.
Yeah.
And I mean they beat the Lamar Jackson led Ravens in week 1. Obviously, that was like an insane game. Probably one of the best games of the year.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. But we've seen other teams tear up that Baltimore defense now.
Exactly.
As the weeks have gone on. So now it's like,
Yeah. And
how well is he really playing?
Post week 1, they've beaten the Jets, they've beaten the Dolphins, they've beaten the Saints, lost to the Patriots, lost to the Falcons, and then they just beat the Panthers. So it's like, yeah, you've got one good win under your belt, but I don't know. I'm with you. Like I'm kind of worried about Josh Allen. And I think it's because he has a lack of weapons. I mean, his only weapon, granted, very good weapon, is James Cook. And outside of that, I don't know. Like, I don't know he doesn't really have an alpha receiver. That's why I think they should go and get a Chris Olave and just trade whatever it takes. I mean, he's worth more than a first round pick, in my opinion. If that's what the price tag is, go give him a first round pick. I don't know. A lot of times these first round picks don't work out anyways. And so you are really just, in my opinion, you trade picks because you get somebody who is, who's already successful in the NFL, somebody who is a world beater. Anyways, I digress.
No, I'm right there with you, man. Like it's crazy. We've watched the Buffalo Bills go to the playoffs and lose in some sort of fashion the past, 3-4 years now.
Yeah.
And how much have they changed their team in the past couple of years? They've added on Keon Coleman, dust. Khalil Shakir can make a couple plays, but not a reliable guy.
Yeah.
Joshua Palmer, which it's funny I'm even saying his name.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like you said. It's like, what are you so worried about? Like you're going to miss out on some, great first round talent by holding on to your picks or something like that. Like go get your guy. Go make it happen. Like it's not going to guarantee you a Super Bowl, but it gets you, a heck of a lot closer.
Yeah.
I mean, look at the Rams. The year they won it, like they went out and got everyone they could.
Yep.
And traded everything. But that's the whole point, is getting a Super Bowl. So what they lost, like we're not that good the next couple of years. They got their chip.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I would trade like, and I said this back when the Broncos won in 2015, the Super Bowl. I said I would trade 10 years for a Super Bowl right now. And 10 years is up. It's about time to win another one. But
right.
but it's like yeah, you live for that moment because a lot of franchises haven't won a Super Bowl before. So like I don't know, man. Like I say if you're close, you go all in. And so what if it sacrifices a couple years? And I understand people are like trying to build dynasties, but the idea is to win now. Like I feel like it should always be win now. But
correct.
I mean,
and obviously holding your picks hasn't. Yeah. Obviously, them holding their picks has not worked very well the past couple of years. So maybe it's time for something different. But on the other hand, even if they don't go and get someone, you still want to see, like you said, Josh Allen elevate the guys around him and make them better than what they are. We've seen, Lamar do that. We've seen Mahomes do that. We've seen Herbert do it. Seen Bo Nix do it, honestly. Yeah. I'll throw him in there. Heck, Troy Franklin's dust. I'm sorry. But, just kidding.
Troy Franklin's dust. He had 2 touchdowns today.
I know he did. But I don't know. Either way, you want to see Josh Allen playing better.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's a mental thing or a lack of weapon thing. Either way, they need to figure it out. But yeah, anything else you really saw on the Carolina side or Buffalo side in this game?
Not really. I mean, it was a blowout from start to finish. I mean, it looked like Carolina was keeping it close at the beginning.
Right.
They actually did look good. And at one point they like sacked Josh Allen for a big sack. And I was like, oh my gosh, this might actually turn into a game. I think they were only up 3-0 at that point.
Okay.
And then, I mean, the Bills just turned it on. James Cook he came to life, and that was the end of that. So, Kendrick, if you're watching, I'm sorry, man. Kendrick's our Panthers writer.
Yeah. I know. I guess the last thing I'll say is Rico Dowdle, 8 carries, 54 yards. Chuba Hubbard, 12 carries, 34 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, you tell me.
Yep. Couple other games that are just now wrapping up. Obviously, the Broncos. Broncos just smacked the Cowboys. Talked about this a little bit ago. But I picked the Cowboys to win this one. I thought, I don't know, man. Like the Broncos are on a streak right now. They're on a streak, and I'm like, at some point, this is going to end. And I don't know if it's going to be next week at Houston or the week after at Kansas City, but right now, they look really good. Since the fourth quarter of the Giants game last week, obviously, and they're probably playing the worst defense in the league this week, but not everybody drops 44 on the Cowboys.
Absolutely.
So it looks good. Pat Surtain was out for a lot of the game today. They still held him to 24 points. Where do you stand on George Pickens? Are you as big on him as Cam is? Because Cam sings his praises like he's the GOAT receiver.
I like George Pickens. I'm not as big as Cam is.
Good.
You're more Cam used to always tell me he's a top 5 guy with good guys behind him.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, top 5's kind of crazy,
Yeah.
Obviously, tremendous hands. I love just route running. I love the art of route running, and I love just great route running receivers. And George Pickens cannot separate to save his life.
Yeah.
And that was the reason we didn't see a lot of him see him do much in Pittsburgh. Like, it's scary throwing to a guy who's always blanketed. I can't speak for every QB, but Dak was the best quarterback he could go to because Dak is very confident. And I don't think it scares him off very much. He loves just to throw guys open.
Yeah.
So I think that worked out perfectly for him to go to Dallas. And obviously it's worked tremendously with CD out. So I like George, but I think having a guy like CD on the opposite side is going to help him a lot, especially in his strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah. And he had a decent game today. He had 7 receptions, 78 yards. Not bad. No touchdowns. He was. I don't know exactly who was lined up on him. Like I want to watch the all 22 and just to see what kind of routes they were running. Like because CD, I know he got his. Right. You can't really stop somebody like CD Lamb. You can just kind of limit the damage.
Exactly.
But
I thought you guys played this perfect today because I think it's no mystery. You guys are definitely a run funnel defense. Teams that definitely had success running the ball against you. It doesn't help that you guys have been playing very soft in the first half of games, allowing teams to run on you.
Yep.
So today was perfect. Going up, quick like that, striking first, running up the score immediately. It forces, teams like Dallas to start throwing the ball. They get a little panicky. They start to get, flustered and they start passing the ball more. Because the Dallas definitely has a very good run game. Javonte Williams has been tearing it up this year.
Yeah.
But only 13 carries for 41 yards. Could have been a lot worse if the score was closer, halfway through the game.
Yeah.
So I think that was perfect for you guys to come out swinging, go up. I think me and Cam even said it last week, attacking first, running up the score, not waiting to get your groove going. So definitely hats off to Denver today.
Yeah, and that's what that's what Sean Payton has been saying all year is that they need to they just need to be fast, like they just need to score fast and start quickly in these games so that they can really handle the game they want to. And that's you saw a lot of it today. It's just handing off to J.K. Dobbins and R.J. Harvey. Had a massive 40-yard touchdown, and you just go up a couple scores and then you just start running the ball down their throat.
Yep.
And it's funny too. I think I don't know if he was trying to boost Bo's stats or what, but even when they were up 2 or 3 scores, Bo was just still chucking it down the field.
I noticed that. I know. Yeah. What was that about?
I think it's a Sean Payton thing. I think Sean wants to tell the league I was right. I have the best quarterback from that rookie class, and I picked him 6th, picked him before or after everybody else. And I did see something today that prior to this game, Bo Nix had the most passing touchdowns, the most passing yards, and the most wins of anybody in that class. Over Jaden Daniels, over Caleb Williams.
Oh my!
Obviously,
stacked quarterback for him too. It's not it was just him and then a couple of scrubs.
It's not just him and Spencer Rattler were out there,
right?
Yeah.
Denver was doing some great things. I'm a big Pat Bryant guy.
Oh yeah.
So seeing him get his today,
he's junior slant god.
Yep, exactly. You can tell that they
Yeah.
love him because they have been trying to get him in there. I've been seeing
Yeah.
him on the field a lot the past like at least 3 games.
Yeah. He got touchdown
Um,
today. I don't know if you saw that one.
I did, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. That's why I'm kind of bringing him up.
Yep.
And even though I made the joke earlier, Troy Franklin did look good today.
Yeah.
So that's good to see.
Yeah.
And then, like you said, RJ Harvey, was it 3 touchdowns today?
I
2 or
don't
3?
know for sure. I need to go because we started this like before the game ended, like in the third quarter, I think.
It was 3. 2 rushing, 1 receiving.
Holy cow!
Wow.
If for some reason he's not on your team, your fantasy team, go pick him up. Also, anybody who's watching, like you guys, please come over to our YouTube channel. Please hit that subscribe button, like button if you don't mind. We're a small channel, so it does a
Please.
lot. If you like this, we talk about every NFL team every single week. Go live multiple times per week. But yeah, so we're almost done with this before we get to the Steelers Packers preview. Yeah, I'm just curious. Anything else? We Texans took care of business.
Yeah, that was a weird game.
That's a weird game.
I saw a stat that Houston had the ball for 26 minutes in the first half. 24 or 26.
Unreal.
Insane. I'm sitting there going like, man, usually I'm getting a CMAC notification for fantasy right now. I haven't seen nothing. Dude, they did not let them touch the ball at all. That was crazy to see.
Yeah, unbelievable. And honestly, I mean, it worked. They won, right? They beat a very hot 49ers team, who, I mean, it doesn't matter. It looks like it doesn't matter that whoever the 49ers put out there, they put out these practice squad guys, and they're going to win the game because Shanahan is an incredible coach. He's very good at what he does, but yeah, I mean, if you take the ball from him, Christian McCaffrey can't do anything if you guys don't have the ball. Yeah, you give it to him 4 minutes out of a half of a game. Yeah, I don't know what the actual time of possession ended with, in that game. I'll see if I can find it, but yeah, dude, unbelievable game from the Houston Texans. Holy cow.
Yeah, missing their starting 2 receivers as well. Nico Collins was out. Christian Kirk was out, so they were forced to use the rookies. Jalen Noel is looking great.
Is Jalen Noel and Jalen Higgins or Jaden Higgins?
Yeah, Jaden Higgins. Yep.
Yep.
Xavier Hutchinson is like a year 2 or year 3 guy.
Yeah.
I mean, he was spreading around to everyone. Woody Marks, another rookie. He was sharing the love, man. And I think they fully took advantage of San Fran not being able to apply pressure.
Yeah.
And that's been the biggest thing for the Texans to do is that O-line is shot up. Stroud never has time to throw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at the 2 games that they've dominated this year, and that's Baltimore and San Fran. 2 teams that just are not good at developing pressure on the QB.
Right.
So it makes me think back. I know we're bringing up Cam a lot. I guess we just missed him, but he was very bullish on the Houston offense and team in the offseason. And me and him used to have talks like, is it a Stroud problem or is it, a team problem? And I love Stroud, so I refuse to believe that Stroud is bad.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep saying it until he really shows us that he's bad. But
yeah,
it was the worst game I'd ever seen in my life last week when they played Seahawks at 10 o'clock at night.
Oh my gosh.
Can't believe I stayed up for that. I was so mad.
You stayed up for it? Oh my gosh.
I did, dude.
We were obviously, like I said, we were in Denver last week, like for the game. So even with those 2 hours behind us, I was like, I can't do this. I need to go to bed. even in Denver time, I was like, I can't stay up for the rest of this.
I regretted it. It was such an ugly game. The Houston play calling is horrendous. It is so bad. And then just every single play, it's like they're getting to CJ, and his receivers are just not getting open. Yeah. It's just a crap show watching. So today was definitely, fun to watch to see him, just sharing the love, getting everyone involved, and just playing good football, man.
Well, people need to study what the Texans did to the 49ers today because Christian McCaffrey, 8 carries, 25 yards. That's it. That's it. That's what you do is you take away their sole weapon, right? I mean, they've got George Kittle. I know he scored a touchdown today, but it all runs through Christian McCaffrey. If you limit him, you win the game. So time of possession, very big. I did just see that the time of possession was, let's see here, 41 minutes to Houston to 18 minutes. Well, 18-38 and 41-22.
Good Lord, man.
So a third of the game. You take a third of the game from the 49ers, and of course, like, you should win. I mean, you're going to have more drives. You're going to have more opportunities to score. And I know one of them was like this crazy 16-play drive. It took 10 minutes off the clock, and they scored a field goal. The Texans. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's like a really dumb way to play. Like, that's what I was thinking, because I was in the first. I think it was in the first quarter, or maybe like bleeding into the second quarter. But they just did it over and over and over again. And they just kept, those long sustained drives, and they just really wore down that 49ers defense. And that's how you win a game. You just run the clock out as quickly as you can, especially if you have a lead.
And Houston has one of the most stifling defenses, man. It's top 5 in my opinion. They do such a good job at just applying pressure. And then you got Derek Stingley, and the backfield. It's just so good. And now you're giving your defense so much time to rest and sit there, and when they go out in the field, they're fresh, they're ready to go. Like, you couldn't ask for it any better, honestly. If you're Houston, that just worked out perfectly for them.
Perfect game plan.
I hate to say, Kyle Shanahan didn't have a plan, but it looked like he didn't have a plan. But even if he had a plan, he didn't have time to utilize it. So it's like, what do you do? Gosh, man. Very, very odd game. Almost as weird as the Dolphins and Falcons game today.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's crazy. We didn't even talk about that. The Tua all of a sudden looks good against like one of the toughest defenses in the league. I don't understand what's happening.
It doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. I can't even begin to break it down for you. I'm just sitting there watching like, what? Who is this guy? No turnovers, 20 of 26, 4 touchdowns. I mean, does anything, come to your mind when watching this game?
No, I mean, if you told me that was happening from let's get to this really quick. You were a big Kirk Cousins guy, yeah? You were a big Kirk Cousins guy coming into this year.
Still am. I'm hard-headed.
Oh my gosh. Well, you got to see it. You got to see it this week. And, what do you think about that? What do you think about him? Let me tell you something, because I told this to Cam. Hang on. Sorry. We'll get But I was at a conference earlier this year. I think it was in March. And Kirk Cousins was there, and Riley Leonard, backup Colts quarterback. I think.
No way.
Yep, they were both
very
there.
Cool.
I told this to Cam in the offseason too, and what happened was at the end of their respective speeches that they were giving, they basically the staff would come out and they would hand them a ball. And we were in this it was like a big, massive church. Like it had like a second tier up there. And and what they said is like, chuck it up there, like just to give it to a fan. Like, and so he would, they would sign it and they would just like throw a ball up there. Riley Leonard, he spoke before Kirk, and he throws it up there like nothing. Like he just like it leaves his hand and, flies up there.
Right.
Kirk looks like he had to put everything into it that he could, and the thing just floated. Like it was like slow motion. I couldn't believe it. And in that moment, I was like, in no way am I going for him in fantasy. I'm not betting on him for the Falcons, like nothing. And I was just like, oh my gosh. And it sucks because like I used to be a big Kirk Cousins guy. Specifically when it comes to fantasy. And so I would always try and draft him. And I liked him when he was on the Vikings. And, Cam always says, Justin Jefferson earned Kirk Cousins a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I get that. If I may, and you can call me hard-headed and stubborn. One thing I've been preaching about Michael Penix, I'm not hating on Michael Penix, but I can't help but notice that most of his success is really because of Drake London and Bijan Robinson. They're the best playmakers on the offense, man. And I love saying this, but I feel like, I could go out there and throw screen passes to Bijan and, underneath routes to Drake London and do a half decent job. Obviously, this guy's ration. I know I couldn't do that. But you get what I'm saying. And, last week we were actually talking about the Falcons and San Fran game. And I was the only one to take San Fran. And I was thinking that Kyle Shanahan's going to have a plan for Bijan, and he's going to lock him down, and also a plan for Drake London. And I think it's exactly what they did. And they took away those two guys, and Atlanta was nothing.
Yeah.
They didn't have an answer. They couldn't move the ball at all. Bijan still was flourishing in the passing game. It's very tough to shut a guy down in the passing game and the running game.
Sure.
But they shut him down. And then fast forward to this week. Michael Penix is out. Kirk comes in. You don't have Drake London. Okay, cool. Next up, we got Darnell Mooney. You let go of Ray McCloud. God, what is it? Isaiah Hodgins? No, not that. I'm thinking someone else. Kadarrell Hodge. Elite ball knowledge there. Who's next up? Okay, Casey Washington. I mean, these are just guys like, who are they?
Yeah.
And so, come out as Miami, and it's like, okay, shut down Bijan. Take Bijan out of the game. And then also, that's the last thing I wanted to say. Kirk Cousins had 8 pass attempts in the first half of the game. 8 pass attempts. He was 6 of 8, which is just insane to me, man. I don't know how you can expect a guy to get going who's been sitting on the bench all year in the offseason if you're only going to let him throw it 8 times in the first half. So I don't know. I still think Kirk is okay. He definitely had a bad showing. But there was a lot of things working against him that I think people don't realize. But I will definitely say I'm not as bullish. I think Kirk has definitely lost a little bit of his pep. But I don't think he's dust. I don't think this is the Kirk Cousins that we know just from today and what went on. But if you have anything to add to that or negate, I am all ears. I will listen.
No, man, I hope for a Kirk Cousins revival because I do want to see I want to see him get traded somewhere and just like another team just like pops up out of nowhere and they're good. It's kind of like the Bengals. Like they lost Joe Burrow, but it's fun to see them go and get Joe Flacco and be semi-successful, right? Like it just I like when the league is competitive and not every game is a gimme game, and you have like these tiers of teams who are just at the top and they're your juggernauts and they're going to steamroll people. The league is just more fun when everybody's a little bit more down to earth, and it's been like that for most of the year. You see a lot of these teams. We just talked about the Bills losing to the Patriots, which we need to talk about that really quick because Patriots I think are real. But anyways, I do want to see Kirk go somewhere that just doesn't have the quarterback situation figured out yet, and I don't know, maybe Minnesota wants to make a call.
That's what I was saying last week, man. I would love to see it.
A reunion.
That'd be sweet, man. Gosh. Because Minnesota, that was the Thursday night game. Actually, we didn't talk about much at all.
Yeah.
That was a very weird game. We don't have to spend a lot of time on it, but I didn't even know Carson Wentz was hurt, but he comes out wearing like a full bionicle arm, looked like Iron Man.
In that game, he was like wincing every time he threw the ball, and like he was like crying on the sideline at one point. I felt so bad for him. I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? If he's injured, you have to take him out, right? Like, who cares? Just run like I don't know, just run some back out there and just take a direct snap every play. If you're I don't know. I mean, now
the weird part was that JJ McCarthy has been the emergency backup for 2 to 3 weeks now.
Yeah, what does that mean?
I don't know. I was gonna, see if you had any thoughts on that. I mean, I could see them like, hey, we want to make sure we give JJ McCarthy the best shot he's got, so let's wait until he's 100% before we just throw him back in there. That way, there's no excuses. If he's not the franchise guy, we can say that we gave him, everything he needed, and he told us he wasn't.
Yeah.
But very odd. Like you said, like Carson Wentz, like dude is just like writhing in pain and like, I don't know, man. That was odd. That was tough to watch. They made the Chargers look like the week 1 and 2 Chargers. So I don't know. They're saying JJ McCarthy should be back week 9. So next week. So I guess we'll see, what goes down from there.
Yeah. Maybe they make a call for Kirk Cousins this week.
Come on, Kirk O'James.
Let's go, Kirk. Real quick. We don't have to touch on this too much, but the Patriots basically crushing one of the best defenses in the league. They're real. They're a threat. Like I think it's a lock for them to make the playoffs this year. Of course, everybody's got to stay healthy, but Drake May looks incredible. I mean, some of those throws he's making, he knows when to use his legs. He knows how to look off a safety, and he just makes really good decisions, something that we don't really see a whole lot with Caleb Williams, like you said.
Right.
And it's just really interesting. Vrabel looks like a good hire for that head coach spot, and it looks like they have all the pieces despite having a bunch of no names there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Kayshon Boudy's looking like a top 15 receiver in the league, dude. This is insane. Hunter Henry has been revived. Mac freaking Hollins is looking insane. Seven targets, 7 catches, 89 yards. Like, it's just hilarious, man. But yeah, Drake May is real. Wow, never a doubt. Great to see. And I gotta do my weekly rant about Travion Henderson.
Yeah, dude.
Mike Vrabel decision making.
I'm with you.
I mean, dude, 10 carries for 75 yards from Travion. Ramondre, 14 carries for 34 yards against, like you said, one of the top defenses in the league.
Yeah. Well, and we've been saying for weeks, we're like, why are you not running your explosive back? Like, you drafted him that high for a reason. Like, give him, even if you split the carries, like, why? I don't know, man. It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah. And if you tune into the show every week, I'm sorry. I know you're so tired of hearing this. I get it. But, I'm a very patient person. I play a lot of fantasy football. Obviously, that can have you chucking your controller and phone through a wall at times. I am very laid back. I've been through the worst, but you know what? At the end of the day, what grates me the worst is watching teams use a guy over another guy that is not better.
Yeah.
I watched it the last year. What was it, a couple years ago? Dallas was still trying to run Zeke over Tony Pollard, and Tony Pollard would just get the team all the way down the field, and they put in Zeke, and he ran a touchdowner.
Yeah.
And it's just so obvious that these guys are just, playmakers and explosive and could give you such a different edge. And these head coaches are so stubborn on these, whether it be a veteran running back or whatever it is. And it's just, I'll never say that I know more than one of these professionals in football or anything. But I mean, like we always say, the eye test. You can watch it and it's just clear as day. Why are you not giving this guy more touches?
Yep.
It hurts, Trey. It hurts so much. It breaks my heart. Throw fantasy football out of it. I just want to watch the better skill player in the game getting the ball.
Dude, and we talk about that all the time, about like passing the eye test, because that's I don't know, if you pass the eye test, to me that's a win condition. Like, that is a very easy win condition for you. It's like the guy that passes the guys on your team that pass that eye test, like, use them, like, figure out their best abilities. Like, if they look good doing what they're doing, like, why not use them? I don't know, dude. I'm with you. Like, I'm hot that the Patriots are not using Travion Henderson, because imagine what they could be. Look what they're doing now. Imagine what they could be if they used him. My goodness.
Right. Especially to his skill set. Like, he's a very finesse running back, like a Jahmyr Gibbs, like getting him in open space, creating screenplays for him, swing plays. Like, he's not just an HB dive guy every single time.
Exactly.
Oh man, it just you like you said, you go out and get this guy like early in the second round.
Yeah.
In the preseason, he balls out. He shows you he's explosive. So then, I don't know.
And then
what
you
else
open the season with a 100-yard kick return for a touchdown. Like, that's how you open up. My gosh, like there's your proof right there. As soon as the season kicks off. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you're right. Travion Henderson, let's go. Start him. Like, why put him in? Like, bench Ramondre. Like, he's got a fumble initiative. Anyways.
Right.
Anyways.
I don't even need to see Travion getting like 20, 30 carries a game. I just think it should at least be a split backfield. It should be a 50-50 backfield. That's all I'm asking for.
Yeah.
All
right. Man. Let's just switch gears really quick. Let's talk about the Chiefs Commanders game tomorrow right now.
Nice.
And then we'll do the Steelers Packers preview for tonight with the last few minutes that we've got. So anything specific you want to say about this game tomorrow, or is it just as simple as we think that the Chiefs are going to roll?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to feed out a bunch of stuff like, oh, they just really need to do this. I mean, Mahomes is just balling out, man.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, there's no scheme, that can just shut Mahomes down. And keep him out. And I know you're not the biggest Mahomes fan, So it's tough to see, but and I know it's like he's the new Tom Brady. Nobody wants to see Mahomes do this, do that. I get it, but I mean, if you're a football fan, you can't deny that this man is just playing out of his mind.
Yeah.
He's got all of his receiving guys back. Brashard Smith is starting to step up in the run game. I mean, everything is just like clicking for them right now. They look so good.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the only thing I could say, man, Marcus Mariota is starting this week. And Marcus Mariota is not a bad backup.
He's not bad.
I remember a couple weeks ago when they played Atlanta, and it was just a freaking shootout, man.
Yeah.
Mariota was slinging that thing. You get Debo back. You get McLaurin back tonight. So almost everyone's healthy. So I'm not going to say it's impossible, but if they can just unleash Mariota, let him just sling it, he's going to make mistakes, but man, what do you have to lose, Just let him sling it, dude. Let him just go to work and feed everyone and get going and just hope that you can keep up with, Mahomes' offense.
It's in Kansas City. I don't have high hopes at all. I think it's going to be smackdown. And no, I don't like Mahomes, and it's not because I don't think he's not talented. It's because I think he's a crybaby and he is good at football, and that's why I hated Tom Brady. Is because he's a crybaby who is good at football. But the only thing I have to say about this game is Brad Allen is officiating that game. So, yep. There's I think they're like BFFs or something. They text each other, before, during, and after the games, I'm sure.
Maybe it goes deeper than just friends.
Yeah, maybe. Wink, wink. Cool. All right, dude. Yeah, okay. So I'm sure there are exactly 0 storylines heading into the game tonight, right? The Steelers and the who knows, some former quarterbacks heading to play their former team. Yeah. All right. Tell me everything I need to know. Imagine I know nothing about football, and let's see it. Let's see what you got for me.
Oh, Lord. Okay. Now I get to go on my weekly Green Bay rant.
Let's go.
I think even Cam said it last week. We just lost to the Bengals and what should have been a sure game. And now we're going to come in against Green Bay and probably just play an incredible game.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say that Aaron Rodgers and the offense aren't going to struggle because Green Bay has a great defense, man. Micah Parsons is my biggest worry here.
Yeah.
When we talk about Green Bay as a team, whatever we need to do to just slow him down. I don't think there's any shutting him out. All you can do is slow him down. Is the hope. Aaron Rodgers is not very fast or quick. It's no secret. The boy be hurting to move sometimes.
Yeah.
But I think what you can do to counteract that, I love Jalen Warren and Kenneth Gainwell in the backfield. I love getting them involved in the passing game, and it's nothing flashy, but I think giving, Rodgers that check down option every play can get you out of a lot of bad situations, especially with the pressure that Micah Parsons brings. So that's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping that, we're able to move the ball effectively. Probably not going to be as effective as we were last week against a shoddy Bengals defense.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm hoping that we can kind of just keep hammering and chipping away. I think we get Calvin Austin back tonight,
Cool.
which is crazy that I'm excited to have Calvin Austin back.
Yeah.
But I'm very excited to have Calvin Austin back.
Yeah.
Kind of give us that deep ball threat. Maybe hopefully take a little bit of the attention off of DK Metcalf.
Yeah.
But the main story here, man, is the defense. The defense I had such high hopes for this year. We go and invest in multiple DBs.
Mm-hmm.
One of them being one of the big names, Jalen Ramsey.
Right.
So it's been very disappointing so far, seeing offenses kind of just tear us up. TJ Watt has not looked the part this year, as much as it pains me to admit it. TJ Watt has not looked like the TJ Watt we know. So I don't know what we need to do. If we need to, get Alex Highsmith going more, Nick Herbig, all great outside linebackers. We definitely need to bring pressure, though. Pressure is a big thing. Joe Flacco was sitting in the pocket, and when he wasn't, he was getting the ball out quick. So I don't know what Green Bay's plan is, but if they were smart, they would be getting the ball out quick and just chipping away and working down the field, kind of like Cincinnati was doing to us. But I'm such a big hater of Green Bay and Jordan Love that I ain't even worried about it, dude. I'm not. I'm not even worried about it. I think Aaron Rodgers is going to come in and just ball out, and he's going to tear up that defense. I think Jalen Warren's going to be balling out with him. I don't know about DK Metcalf because, Lordy, where is DK Metcalf?
Yeah.
But I think Pittsburgh's defense is going to step in, and Jordan Love's going to make him look good because Jordan Love's not good. But that is my very messy and unorganized rant on the Pittsburgh Steelers and Green Bay Packers. Trey,
yeah. So
what do you think?
Yeah, I like it. I mean, yeah, those are definitely the keys to win for sure. I think obviously you're right to be a little scared of Michael Parsons. Coming from an unbiased fan of either the Packers or the Steelers. I don't think no offense, I don't think that either quarterback is like scary to go against. Like if the Broncos are playing either one, I wouldn't be scared of Jordan Love or Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
And I think that whoever has the best defense tonight is going to come out with the win. And I know that's like kind of a cop out, but we've seen in the past that the Packers are they've got typically a better defense this year, at least
For sure.
The eye test says so. But I don't know, man. I think Aaron Rodgers is on a revenge tour, and I think he hates the former teams that he played with and wants nothing to do with anything in the Packers organization. So I think that he could be playing like a man with his hair on fire and trying to look like an MVP level quarterback again. What's your score prediction? I'm still working on mine. That's why I'm asking you right now.
I'm taking Pittsburgh for sure.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be very high scoring. I think it's going to be a weird game. For some reason, I feel like we're going to put up a lot of field goals, which is going to make the score very odd.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 22 to 18. Pittsburgh Steelers.
Dang. That is low scoring.
Yeah.
I don't know what the over-under for this game is, but I imagine that's under.
Probably.
I'm going to go more conventional. And I'm going to say, let me do 27-24, and I'm stalling because I'm trying to decide who's going to win it.
Don't do it to me, T. Don't do it to me, man.
I think just to be different, I'm going to choose the Packers.
That's okay.
But
that's okay.
I'll take. Wait, where is it? Is it in Green Bay? Oh no, it's in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's in Pittsburgh.
All right, no,
I actually never even checked.
I'm going to take Pittsburgh. I'm going to say 27-24 nice. Pittsburgh. All right.
Very good.
No. I can't because on Thursday I was pissed at Cam because he said Riley Moss sucks. So I was like, you know what? Screw Pittsburgh. I'm taking the Packers. So I am going to take the Packers. I got to stay true. I can't flip flop.
Dang it! Come on, Cam.
Sorry,
bring this bad juju.
It's against Cam. It's not.
I get it. Yeah. I understand. It's going to be a weird game. There's so many different outcomes. I don't know. I think it's going to be a very odd game. I don't know. We'll see. I'm praying that the defense steps up tonight, man. I don't know. We'll have to see.
We'll see. It's gonna be good. Like I think it's a coin toss game, and those are always fun because it's just to watch it play out. Like you never know. Like everybody's gonna be on the the edge of their seat until that final whistle. But I hope it's good. Just as a football fan, I hope that's gonna be fun. But yeah.
And I'm a weird fan, dude. I'll be honest. Like I don't even enjoy watching my team just blow out other teams. I like watching good football.
Yeah.
So I don't care who it is. I usually hope it's a good game. But I'll tell you what, that is not the case for tonight. If we came out and dropped 40 on them and held them to like 2 scores, I'd love it. I'm sorry, but I am not a Green Bay fan.
Yeah.
I don't think they're good. So I think it would be so dope if we came out and just just gave him the rumpus.
Yeah, that would be sick. Before we get out of here, I got like a weird stat for you. You know the last time that the Cowboys beat the Broncos? Did you see this?
No, I didn't.
Just take a guess. Like any
The last time Dallas played the Broncos.
Yeah.
And beat them. Oh gosh. I know it's probably been a minute, but it's probably like early 2000s. I bet it was early 2000s. Was it early 2000s?
Kind of close. 95.
95.
The last time they beat them in Denver was 92.
Oh my gosh.
That's older than you, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Crazy, dude.
Do you remember that? Do you remember watching that game or the team that year?
How old do you think I am? I mean, I was alive, but I was like a little baby when that happened.
Okay. I have no idea. I assume you're around Cam's age.
Yeah,
so
I am.
I'm
I
like
am.
30s.
I'm about to be 34.
Okay.
But yeah, I was born in 91, so I was like a little baby
last
time they won in Denver.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, my bad. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, man.
No, it's all good.
I thought you were at least like 50.
Yeah, like 56. Like, yeah, I look like that. Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Man,
that's wild.
So crazy, right? And every time they play, I'm like, this is it. Like, there's no way they can go another 3 years or 4 years or whatever it is without beating them. And then, but I guess that's the one thing that helps is like they only play each other once every 4 years. So
yeah,
it's on.
Hey, before we go out, the last thing I'll say is I actually have noticed that Denver has been heavily seeking wide receivers in trades. How do you feel about that? Is that just a thing going on, like a misconception on Instagram, or I don't know? What are your thoughts on that?
So I need to like question where all that is coming from, because a lot of times, like, where there's smoke, there's fire in the NFL. If a rumor started, it's usually because somebody like leaks it. But I don't know. I don't know if there's any real truth to it, because I know that Sean Payton loves the young receivers he's got in Denver.
He does. Yeah.
Obviously, if you could get a Chris Olave, if you could get a Jalen Waddle, if you could get one of those guys, like, it would instantly boost the offense. But I mean, you saw it today. I mean, Troy Franklin had 2 touchdowns. You got RJ Harvey out there catching touchdowns from Bo Nix. I mean,
right.
Like, Pat Bryant caught a touchdown, right? Like, so you have these young guys who are making an impact. So I don't know. I said this Thursday too to Cam. Like, I don't know that the Broncos are buyers at wide receiver. I think they should be buyers at certain places. Like, I don't know. I think if they were going to buy something, it might be a wide receiver. I just don't think they're buyers. Like, I think that they like what they have, and they want to roll into the playoffs with this team.
I agree. I think that's what gives them an edge is, not having these, top name receivers, and it can be anyone, any given Sunday.
Yeah.
And it's good talent, man. Cortland Sutton, is a consistent guy, but when he's not there, like, you got your Troy Franklin and your Pat Bryant, and very consistent guys. And we're still waiting for the Evan Ingram breakout game.
Right.
I don't know. I think he actually has a couple decent games already.
Yeah.
But he's consistent too. I think that's what is good for Bo Nix. I think he likes spreading the ball. I was very confused, to be honest with you, because Marvin Mims was just playing out of his mind the latter half of last year.
Yeah.
And looked like the solidified wide receiver too. Like, no questions asked. Like, he was tearing it up. I know you remember watching that game against Cincinnati last year.
Of course.
Might have been one of the best games I've ever watched in my life.
So good, dude.
And Marvin Mims, dude, like, was tearing it up. So I was pretty shocked that he kind of just took a dip this year and is like close to non-existent. Like, I don't even know if I consider him like a wide receiver 3 on the team.
Yeah, and I think right. I think part of that comes with the breakout of Troy Franklin, and that's like what all the murmurs were, during the offseason and the preseason and all that, was that Troy Franklin was like tearing up training camp, and he was tearing up the preseason, and I think what naturally happened is just, Bo Nix has that chemistry with Troy Franklin already. He played with him, at Oregon. So, like, naturally, like, he knows, they know each other's cadences, like the moves, the little sleight of hand tricks that they do, that kind of thing. They know what each other is going to do already. So I think that is part of it. And yeah, I don't know, man. Like I love Marvin Mims. I texted my father-in-law today. Like Marvin Mims had like a 50-yard return, in the second half of the game. And as soon as that happened, I was like, sold. I was like, I'm gonna buy a Marvin's Mim jersey, like Marvin Mims jersey. Yeah, I was because same thing. Like I love the guy, and I don't know why they're not feeding him more, because I really think it's Court, and then you could slot in Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims, and then it like they should be interchangeable. I feel like, and I know he like needed to work on his routes a little bit. Just like from last year, obviously he ran a lot of those deep ones because he's really fast and he's got really good hands, but maybe that's it. I don't know. We'll see.
I think it felt like they drafted him and everyone was kind of expecting like a Deebo Samuel, just get the ball to him,
just a weapon,
and let him do the rest. Right. And I think they got more of like a Kevontae Turpin instead.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you guys played him today, but Kevontae Turpin is so talented, great returner, great with the ball in his hands, very quick. But you see him, they line him up as a receiver sometimes, and it's like a screenplay or end around or a deep shot.
Yeah.
And I kind of feel like that's where Marvin Mims is kind of morphing to, which is still important. You love to have your speedy gadget guy. So if he can kind of solidify himself in that role, I think it still makes him a very valuable piece of the offense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think as far as consistency goes, I think Troy Franklin is gonna step up, and I want it to be Pat Bryant, but we'll see. Second half of the season is when rookies really start to make a name for themselves. So either he'll step up and do what they hope he can do, or he'll kind of just be your wide receiver 3 guy that go through every now and then.
Or he might not break out till next year. I mean,
Correct.
Troy Franklin didn't break out until like a couple games into this year. Right? Yeah. He had that big play against Buffalo in the playoffs last year. And he actually said in an interview, like that's when he knew he belonged in the NFL, is when he made that play. And I think that's when things changed for him.
Okay.
But yeah, man, I know the game's starting, so I'll let you get to that. Dude, this is awesome. Thank you for joining me and Cam, I know we give you a lot of crap, but we miss you and we love you, and we'll see you this week.
Yes, sir. Again, that was fun.
Please, hop over to YouTube, give us a sub, or look for us anywhere you listen to podcasts. This is going to be on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, Pocket Cast, I know is another one, Amazon Podcast, like everything. Please feel free to, go look us up with just FanFeed Pod or FanFeed Network, either one of those, you'll be able to find us. But appreciate you guys watching, and we'll catch you guys on Tuesday for our fantasy pod. That's the next one. Then Cam and I will be live on Thursday.
Sweet.
Yeah, look forward to speaking to you guys soon.
All right, have a good night. See y'all.
Ladies, we did the research for you. Fellas, pay attention. We've partnered up with Bonheure Jewelry. Bonheure is a celebrity favorite, eco-friendly jewelry company based in New York City. They're adored by stars such as Emma Watson, Gal Gadot, Katy Perry, Kim Kardashian, Kendall Jenner, and Hailey Bieber. Their designs have been featured in top publications including Vogue, Elle, V Magazine, and on major platforms. We love them. They have great pricing for luxury jewelry. It's something that you can start planning for before the holidays get here and get it early. Click on the link in our show notes below. You can sign up for 15% off your first order. When you support our partners, you support FanFeed Network. Check them out.